Hey everyone, welcome to our live chat. I am Heather and we are here for you guys each and every day, Monday through Thursday. We are here at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4. And then on Fridays, 8 and 10. So we like to talk Luminous. And so we do come to you live so we can talk about Luminous and what we have in store, what to do with it, how to airbrush, what comes with the kit, all of that. Anything Luminous, we're going to talk about. So I was trying to find, my lips are so dry. I was trying to find a lip conditioner, but I can't find it. I can't find it. Oh my goodness. So I think I'm going to put on, I don't know what to put on now. I don't know. We'll have to figure this out as we go. So anyway, we do come to you live every day. And it's a way for you to get to know Luminous. We know that we have a lot of people interested in it and want to hear more about it or want to know, hey, what's that starter kit all about? Or what's this about? Or all of that. And so we do go over that each and every time. And so this is one of our starter kits, and this is the Icon. We also have the Icon Pro, which is 2-speed, and then we also have the Legend, and they're all operated the same, which is great news. So what I'm telling you for one, you can do for all of them. And then we do, it does come with makeup. So it comes with 2 bottles of foundation, because I want you to think of this kit as your practice kit, as your getting to know it kit, and really get in there and start utilizing it. So we do give you the 2 large bottles. They're similar in color, so they're off just a little bit, so you can color match and you can have that perfect shade match 365 days a year. And then we also give you Love and a blush, and so we'll go over those as well. Now, here, I know she created a new little thing for us, and I'm trying to find it. Oh, maybe I'll have to look for it again. But this is what we want you to do when you're getting started. So the very first thing is get it out of the box and just start practicing. Just start using it. Just start, playing with it and having fun with it. When you plug it in, it comes already put together. So the only thing you have to do is plug it into the wall. And then when you turn it on, there's air that comes out. And so what's great about that is wherever you feel the air is where the makeup's going to go. So it does take the guesswork out. So you know exactly where it's going. But just do that. Keep it 4 finger widths away. Keep it moving. Then you can add water in here and then start pulling back on the trigger, because you do want to practice on barely pulling back on that trigger. Those are the important things that you're going to want to do when getting started. So let's see. Hello, Jacqueline. How are you? So good to see you. So I need to put on my brows. So that is usually the very first thing I do when I'm getting started. Even before I do my makeup, I actually do my brows. Now, what that shows you is the stylus is very precise. So if I already have my brows on, it's not getting on my brows. So the makeup only goes where you're pointing it. So know that too, that it is very, very precise. All right, so I always use the Duo eyebrow pencil. I wanted to get a little, use this one right now. So let's go over on the brows. I always like to do this, but hold a pencil, hold a brush, something on the side of your nose and straight up. That is where the brow should start. Okay. And then still on the side of the nose, crossing the color of the eye. That's where your arch should be. And then at the end, side of the nose, corner of the eye, that's where your brow should end. And those are great guidelines to start with. you know, brow shapes always change throughout the year. Season to season, they're going to change. Have you seen the ones that they, what were they doing? They split it, like they part it. Not getting into that one, but, you know, brow shapes do change a lot. And so now the thicker brow is in. So I don't like mine too thick, but they will be thicker than what they are now. And so I like to go in with my Duo eyebrow pencil. I love these because of the angled tip on the pencil. And I just drag it right along. And I always start at the top, working in short motions and then coming back down here. Okay. Then I can go this way, making it a little thicker. Now you will see some space right there, but we're going to fix that. Okay. And even if, like, I drew it, I don't know if you can tell that little line, I'm going to leave it there for right now. I can fix that later as well. Hello, good morning, Amber. How are you? So now going to the other side, I always start from the top because I feel if I started on the bottom, it would drag my eyebrow down. And I don't want to do that. Starting at the bottom, I'll go in and do it that way. Okay. And then you can always go with a spoolie or a little brush and just brush it out if it's too much. But what I like about these will go on, but it's not like a Sharpie. So if you need to warm them up, you can warm them up to the back of your hand to get it to go on a little bit easier. But if you just do this, that movement, those sharp or short movements will warm up the pencil and get you going. All right. So now I'm going to take the end, and you saw me, I used another one that I had because it was a little bit tinier and I felt like it did what I wanted to do. But I'm going to use this one to show you that this one does too. So I'm just wiping off some of the product. And now I'm going to go into the front and make my hair-like strokes, brushing up like that. And this one does the job too. Again, just brushing through to get that hair-like stroke. Now, if I needed to, with this space right here, I would need to take a small brush, which I don't know if this one's going to do it, but let's try this one maybe. And I'm going to try to make hair-like strokes right in there. Jack, you have a hard time getting your brows even? Well, just remember, girl, they're sisters or they're cousins. They're not twins. So you do have a little bit of freedom there, okay? They do not have to be completely identical. I have one that is higher than the other. If you do, then like have things like that, just watch when you're filling them in. Just make sure not to go maybe as high. And I'm going to fill that in right there. Okay, so it is thicker than I normally do. If you need to go in, let's see if we can use this one and correct it, you can always go in with concealer concealer, which I'm using ours, and I can go in and correct around this brow. But honestly, you don't have to, because one, that's just too much work. To be honest, let's be honest. No one has time for it. You can't, so you can go in, instead of maybe doing that much, if you needed to go in and correct it, you could just go in and do that. I wouldn't do the whole, thing around it, but like this front part, I want to correct a little bit. So I'm just going to drag that around a little bit. Then let's see if we can fill it in with this one and smooth that out like that. All right. So it does take some getting used to figuring out what's going to work best for you. Just like, when I was using the smaller one, I felt like that gave me a little more precision or didn't cover as much. But you can also angle this one where you're just using that tip part, like you don't have to place it flat. So just like airbrushing, you have to see what works for you. Now, Jacqueline, the other thing I would suggest, if you have the airbrush stencils, those are a great one you could lay those on your eyebrow and fill them in. But if you haven't used the airbrush stencils, try those because they're amazing. Now, I will tell you, since you do like a thicker brow, they're a little thin, but that doesn't matter, because it's better to be thin and build it up than if it's too thick and you have too much space there. Does that make sense? So if you place it to do this front half here, you can move it up a little bit more and do it again, and that will build it up. And maybe doing the airbrush root and brow will help you even, make the brows more even. Again, they don't have to be identical, but it might give you a better starting point. All right, so now let's go in, and I'm going to add some blush to my cheeks, which I need desperately. So I'm going to shake my blush up. Shake it up. Now, I did go in and put some of the little porcelain here. And then here, because I felt like I needed a little more oomph. My words. My oomph. I needed some oomph. I needed a little bit more moisturizer to help plump up the fine lines and wrinkles. Now I'm going to go in and add my blush. Again, I can feel where that blush is going because I can feel the air. Now I use the movements first to get it started, and then start pulling back on my trigger. Might need a little bit more. Let's get this going. Come on. Might need to soak that lid out. If there's products that you don't use a lot and then they have problems coming out, what happens is there might be makeup in here. So you can wiggle, and I'll show you real quick. Let me clean this off. So if it's hard to get out, wiggle this little guy. It's hard to do it when I'm up all the way up there. Wiggle that little guy and it comes out. Soak him in warm water and then pop him back. But make sure you can hear that pop, so you know that it is closed. All right, I'm going to add a little more blush. Right in there. All right. And then now, I'm going to blow the rest of that out. And then now, using my lid, I'm going to shake this up. I'm going to use love in those areas. I'm going to use it underneath my eyes. Those areas I want to maybe bring out a little bit more. Now, because I'm doing it before the foundation, I do have some wiggle room. Hey, Candy. So I have a little bit of, playtime as far as like, you can already tell how it's starting to shine. I don't like to say shine, but starting to give me that luminosity, that luminous look, that luminous young glow. And I do have more wiggle room. Hey, Julian, nice to see you. And then when I'm doing my foundation, it's now blending everything together. So it will blend my blush. It will blend the love, soften the blush and the love to give me more of a soft look, a blended look, and not have one thing stand out too much, okay? So now, starting in one spot, making my round. I'm good. How's everybody else doing? How was everybody's weekend? School started last week for us. That was fun. Okay, can you see how everything is softening, how everything is blending together? I don't have one thing standing out more than the other. It gives me a nice hue on my cheeks. It's not covering my brows. And I have that coverage. I have the look that I want. It's still letting that love shine through to give me that nice youthful glow, but it's not going to be too much. It's going to be very subtle. All right, so now, because my lips are so dry, let's go in and add, we have actually a lot of options. Our Cream Confessions are very creamy, very moisturizing. So that could be an option since my lips are so dry. Well, let's do a fun color. I want to do a fun color. I'm just reading everything. So I'm going to use, bam, this one. And this one is Calypso Red in the Vinyl Slick. And these are so creamy. They're so amazing. I'm going to take this one out and watch this. Very neutral makeup, very natural makeup. I could throw on some eyeliner, some brown Persuasion eyeliner, some mascara. I'd be good to go. But then watch what this bright lip can do. And this color, even though it's bright, is going to be very in for fall. It's so creamy. So creamy, so pigmented. Now you can also do a lip liner with this, or you don't have to. I'm just using the edge of that doe foot to make my lines. Perfect. This one is Calypso Red. Calypso Red. And I love it. Look how that changes the look. I'm telling you guys, a little bit of bright lipstick makes such a difference, can really brighten up the look. It can dress up the look. Now I am missing mascara and we'll do that probably next hour, but it will really dress up a look, kind of complete it. So if you're like, oh, maybe I'm missing something, try a red lip, try a bright lip and see see what that does for you. So there you go, guys. That is all for our 10 o'clock. I'll be back for our 12 o'clock. So please come and join me for the 12. And if there's anything you guys want to see, let me know. We are here for you. So let us know. All right. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.